think one of the biggest heritages of the philosopher Karl Raimund Popper, who brought us this philosophy of science that all who do empirical research adhere to, is that he said science has to be humble, modest, and we have to be modest towards our own assumptions. You know, why we might think that we understand the world, we might think that we have found the answer to a question, but it might be wrong. And therefore, we must do everything to disprove our assumptions. And I think this is so rationalistic, it's so clear, it's so simple at the same time. Simple and clear that the advancement, the development of the sciences, the development of our understanding in general of what's going on in reality in the world can only come through sorting out wrong assumptions, and can come through being critical towards one's own assumptions. You know, we all are ideological, we all have our beliefs, we have our upbringing, our class that we bring with us, and that leads us to certain assumptions. We have stereotypes, but how can we overcome these? And this is the path that the sciences have chosen, is falsification. You have to do everything to disprove. I mean, that's not natural to have this mindset. It's, so to say, counterintuitive, but it's the only way to go. Now, you can say what we do for the sciences might also work for what journalists do. Journalists are dealing with reality of the day, maybe too much with reality of the day, and they should more put news into context. But basically, it's the same function that they do, and why should they not be able to do their job better when they apply the same methodology, the same thinking, the same mindset as scientists do that, which means falsification. A journalist who has an idea that some politician whom he doesn't like in the first place is corrupt, what can this journalist do to disprove this? If he or she chooses this way, I will disprove my own assumption, the outcome will in the end be much better, much more valid than if this person only seeks information that fits his assumptions. This selectivity of choosing only those evidences that fit their own assumptions lead to the wrong result in the end. If you choose the counter evidence, then you make progress. And I think that is what will work in journalism, and what we have to do is, and that's not easy to do, to create courses, seminars, didactics, how you can teach that. It doesn't work if you just write it on the whiteboard, or you throw a PowerPoint on the wall, but you must learn that in concrete situations. So journalism professors and those who know something about this kind of methodology should work together, and they should exemplify that in concrete cases where journalists do research on a certain issue, and then can go either this way or that way, or take that evidence or this evidence, and then, you know, how do you practice falsification? That is what has to be taught, and where we need new didactics and where we need a new thinking on all of our curricula.